Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ella O and I am the Breath Mama. Today is Wednesday again, which means one thing. It is time again for the Hump Day Huff. So on the Hump Day Huff, I share some breath work with you so that you can try it at home and see how it makes you feel, because breathwork is one of my huge loves for very many reasons. So yeah, being able to share it is a little bit of magic. So today I will be sharing a very simple classic pranayama or breath control that you may have come across if you've ever gone to a yoga class. It's a very simple practice, but it's also quite a deep practice, and it's called Ujjayi Breath. So Ujjayi means victorious, and it's also sometimes referred to as the psychic breath because it gets you into such a deep state of meditation. The benefits of Ujjayi breath include focus. So when you are focusing on your breath, you bring your mind and thoughts inwards and it helps you concentrate on that single focal point. So focus. It's also used in yoga to help synchronize the movement and the breath. So you will find it a lot in vinyasa practices and in ashtanga yoga practices where you're moving in a sequence with your breath, and this Ujjayi breath ties it all together. Ujjayi breath is also really helpful for regulating the temperature. So it's said to heat the body from the inside outwards, so it produces a really nice warming effect on the system. It's very useful for calming and relaxing the body. It removes tension in the system, in the muscles, and helps it to release and relax. And there are also claims through yoga that this type of breathing also helps to balance out and equalize the endocrine system. These are some really great benefits. And again, it's one of the reasons why I totally love breath work, because through the simple act of breathing and changing how we breathe consciously, we can experience so many positive benefits that just make it so clear that it's worth doing. So simple, so easy, yet so effective. So how do we do Ujjayi breath? You may have heard it, like I say, if you've been to a yoga class, you may have heard people in the class maybe making a sound like Darth Vader. And because this is such a simple practice, it sometimes ends up that we may be a bit forceful in the way that we attempt the Ujjayi breath, and it may be something that we overdo. So it's a very subtle approach to the practice. And basically what we're going to be doing, really simple, breathing in and out through the nose of equal length. So equal inhale and equal exhale. And we'll also be utilizing the full yogic breath, which if you haven't done before, I will link below. And so we're taking a breath throughout the whole of our respiratory system, inhaling and exhaling. But we are going to be constricting the glottis. So you know that bit, the wiggly bit at the back of your throat? We're going to be constricting that area there, so it makes a kind of ocean sound, sometimes people call it, or Darth Vader, or a light snoring sound. So it's in and out of the mouth, sorry, in and out of the nose. But when we start using Ujjayi, it's almost as though the breath comes from the throat, even though we're breathing in and out of the nostrils. And that's because of the constriction that we are creating in that space. So I'm just gonna give you a quick demonstration to see this sort of sound that I'm talking about. I don't know if you're gonna hear it very well. Almost like you're pinching this bit of your throat, but from the inside. So it's like you're pinching it from the inside. So what we're going to do to get this practice going is take a comfortable seat. So make sure that your seat bones, your sitting bones, your sit bones are making good contact with the surface that you're sitting on. And this allows you to ground down through the sit bones and straighten up through your back with your head reaching towards the sky. Shoulders are relaxed and released away from the ears. You can sit in a cross-legged position if that works for you. Maybe your legs or knees supported if you have difficulty in relaxing when your knees are crossed. And you can just place your hands palms upwards on your knees. The next thing is closing the eyes and just taking a moment to really feel your way into your position that you're taking. So just making any adjustments to make sure that your body is as relaxed as it can be whilst maintaining a good position. And then drawing your attention to your breath. So you're breathing in and out of your nose. And we're going to start using the yogic breath. So the breath comes from the lower abdomen, up through the navel, the top of the abdomen, the lower chest, through the heart space to the top of the chest, right the way to the clavicles. And then on the exhale, we let go of the breath in the same sequence in reverse. So releasing from the clavicles, top of the chest, lower chest, top of the abdomen, navel, and lower abdomen. So just breathing in this way for 3 breaths. Now we're going to start constricting the glottis, so just pinching at the throat there as we continue with the yogic breath, so you'll hear it. And again. And one more time, restricting that glottis. And just continuing this for 5 more breaths. Making a note to not force your breath too hard. Maintaining that restriction without breathing in too hard or breathing out too hard. And releasing the restriction, and take 3 full breaths in with 3 exhales. And then gently blinking open the eyes. So that was the Ujjayi, or victorious, ocean, psychic, goes by some other names too, breath. When you go on and practice again by yourself, you can go for 3 to 5 minutes. I love this breath because it's so simple, and it actually does really warm you up, particularly if you do it with your yoga practice. But you know, if you wake up in the morning and you're feeling a bit chilly, just whack out 3 to 5 minutes of Ujjayi breath. It's going to really relax and calm you, because I think that sound is much more audible in your own head than it should be outside, because again, you're trying not to force too much. And it's just such a peaceful and a relaxing sound, because to me it does sound like the ocean, and yeah, it's really delicious. So I invite you to give it a go, breathe along, and also put the timer on for 3 minutes to begin with, and see if you can build it up to 5 minutes. So let me know how you got on in the comments with the Ujjayi breath. Was it weird trying to get that restriction in your throat? Were you forcing it, maybe squeezing a bit too hard? Are you trying to figure out how to get the good balance? And as with all the best things, consistency and practice will make a difference. So if at first it's weird to get your head around making that constriction and the sound without really gripping and forcing it, play around with it, practice, and yeah, let me know how it was for you. So I am Ella O, and I have been the Breath Mama. I would love you to comment, to like the video, to share with someone who may get something from it, and please do subscribe if you haven't already. And I look forward to seeing you next time with another edition of the Hump Day Huff.